I apologize for that. Good afternoon. It's good to be here in Durham again with a great crowd and great barbecue. It's hard to beat North Carolina barbecue, ain't that right? Yeah. Well, anyway, one of the former previous candidates actually referenced that I was a tax accountant, and it's hard to figure out what day it is because it's almost April 15th. So, my name is Arthur Rich, and yes, I'm running for the 1st Congressional District. And if you would, please go to my website, arthurrichforcongress.com, and you can look on there about my jobs program, my employee mutual security fund program, and some of the things that I want to do for 1st District to make the 1st District, not the worst district in North Carolina. So how many folks here are in the 1st District? Thank you for coming out today. And I want to tell you something. The reason I carry this baseball bat with me, everybody asks me where I go. Aren't you ready for somebody to hit some home runs in Washington, D.C.? Come on now, talk to me. I think it's time to have some leadership in Washington that's willing to go and work for the people. I have been working in the general public for 23 years as of March the 20th. I started working when I was 14 years old. The first job I worked on was $3.25 an hour. I mean, most people in Washington don't even know what it's like to work for minimum wage. I was raised on a farm in Bladen County. I started working when I was little. At 5 years old, my grandparents put me on the tractor, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. But the thing is, that's what we need in Washington. We need somebody that's lived in the real world, that's worked with real people that actually experience this every day. You know why this room's probably not full today? I mean, it's full. I mean, it's not running over, but it's a good crowd. But the thing is, because everybody's working, trying to pay their bills. One of my volunteers today called me and told me, he said, I can't make it because I've got to fill in for somebody for second shift, and he couldn't be here today. And see, the thing is, people are trying to survive. We're in a real critical situation financially. I see tax returns. I see how people's hurting. I had a client tell me this year that they had the worst Christmas retail business that they've had in over 5 or 6 years. And they have a real specialty business. They do catering and they bake. I mean, they got fabulous cakes. Gosh knows I love their cakes. They send me one every year for Christmas. But anyway, the deal is, it's tough. Doing business regulations are tough. And we need somebody in Washington that's going to swing a heavy bat and hit some home runs for people. But I brought this here book. This is the 2014 tax guide. And since I've been in business for 10 years, it's gotten thicker every year. And this is just a summary of some of the things that changes from year to year. But don't you think we need to take these books and hit them with a bat or something, and get rid of them? Regulations are choking our small businesses, and they're choking our individuals. And when the cost of living keeps going up, and the wages don't go up with it, you're going backwards. And it's getting harder and harder for individuals to send their kids to school, to pay their bills, to finance homes, finance cars. I mean, I've got every type of business that I do work for, and every one of them tells me the same thing. It's always up and down, up and down. The secret to job generating is creativity and innovation. Innovation made America great. That's what brought us through the Great Depression and stuff. We had all kinds of inventions coming out. I'm an inventor. I have 2 patents right now. And in the last 5 years, I've been working in research, and I've helped 24 counties develop 65 new products in eastern North Carolina that if we could get them manufactured in North Carolina, we're talking about close to 10,000 jobs. And we need to... That's something that I've been focusing my attention on because I see where our world is turning. I'm concerned about the kids of the future because I want them to have a job when they come out of college. Just like my assistant that was going to be here today that's going to college. I want him to have when he comes out of college, I want a job waiting for him. I think that should be a bargain. When our universities can tell every student that graduates there that we'll have a job waiting for you when you walk across the stage with your diploma. That's the kind of goal that we need to set in America. If we expect our future to be bright as the futures that some of us have experienced, we need to make that happen now. We can't wait for that. The leaders of tomorrow cannot make the same mistakes as the leaders of the past and the present. Thank you so much. Visit my website, arthurrichforcongress.com. I would really appreciate your support. And I promise you, I will never vote on a bill that I have never read or understood before it is passed.